Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today on this, for me, snowy Sunday. I don't know if it's snowing or not where you are, but where I am, we've got a lot of lovely snow falling out the window. So I hope wherever you are, you're having just a wonderful day. First of all, let's say a big hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Hi, Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy that you're here to sing with us today. And a huge hello to everybody in this room. A big, big hello to Ysaye Barnwell, the incredible, the iconic, the wonderful, our artist for the day. And sitting right next to her, our fearless leader, Joe Rossi, in the very same room. We love to see it. Yay. Hello, hello, hello to Mabel in Massachusetts, and maybe Bob is there somewhere, and the Cinnamon Bears. Hello to Aloysius in Westford, Mass, who is showing us a beautiful view of the snow. Hello to Arlene in Berkeley, California. Hello to Jenny in the UK. Hello, Susan. Hello, Sheila. And let's see who else we've got today. Hello to Trish. Hello to Shari in New Hampshire. Hello to Kate in France. Hello to Kathy in Virginia. Hello to Kevin, day 679. Thank you, Kevin. Hello to Carolyn. Hello to Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Hello to, let's see who else we've got. So many people today. Hello to Jim Harkless, one of our frequent song leaders and always friend. Hello to Hope and Sarah in Texas. Hello to Susan in Seattle, Jamie in Victoria, Caroline in DC, Phil in Totnes, Storm, hello, hello. Let's see, we've got Christiana and Bob in Maryland. Hello to Anne, also in Maryland, Amanda and Miles in Michigan, Gloria in Minnesota. Hello to Kathy in upstate New York. Hello to Ralph in Victoria. Brian, hello to Ida in Massachusetts. Hi, Ida. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing amazing. Hello to Anne in Nashville, Ruth in Birmingham. Hello to Hoda. Hello to Bronwyn in Victoria, BC, Nancy and her beautiful Irish cow. Martha in Oregon. Hello to Carol J in Connecticut. Hello to Gary. Hello to all of our friends off camera today. Loriana, Katrina, Courtney, Jojo's iPhone. We know who that is. Kat in Vermont, Curly Tops eating lunch. James, Fred in Silver Spring, Tukey D in London, Anne in Nashville, and LMG. And I think that is everybody that we've got with us today. So now it is time to turn it over to the one, the only amazing, iconic, and just, how do I describe Ysaye Barnwell? I'm not even gonna try. Let's turn it over to our artist for the day. Ysaye, take it away. In just 1 minute. There we go.
Thanks so much. Hi, Erin, and hi, everybody. We're so excited to be here today. Ysaye is in fine fettle and just so delighted to be singing for all of us with her coffee next to her. Okay, maybe Ysaye's having a slow morning, but we're really excited to be doing this. So we're actually going to do 2 songs today. Ysaye's going to sing, she's going to close us out today with We Are, which we all love to sing with her. But we're going to show you guys a partner song, sort of a layered song that Ysaye does, which is Wade in the Water. It goes along with Motherless Child, and it goes along with Wanna Die Easy.
When I Die, yeah.
And so Ysaye,
so she's, both of her personalities will be singing.
Yeah, twice over, or 3 times. So do you want to talk about the song first? Do you want to say anything about it, or you want to talk about it after?
All of them are, well, let me see. Yeah, all of them are spirituals. Wade in the Water, and Wanna Die Easy When I Die, and Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child. And somehow or other, I was walking down the street or something and heard all 3 of them together, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And so I've been trying to put them together, but you have to have 3 people, at least.
So in the absence of 3 people, and in order so you guys can sing along and hear them layering, I'm going to sing Wade with Ysaye, and she's going to sing the other 2. But Ysaye, we're going to start together on Wade.
Oh, I'm singing the other 2.
Yeah, you're singing.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good thing we got that settled.
All right.
All right, here we go.
You're ready.
Go ahead. wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble
the
me.
water.
Well, now, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. I wanna die easy when I die. I wanna die easy when I die. I wanna die easy when I die. Show salvation as I ride. Wanna die easy when I die. One more time, here we go. I wanna die easy when I die. I wanna die easy when I die. I wanna die easy when I die. Show salvation as I rise. I wanna die easy when I die. Should I sing Motherless?
Yes, please.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. One more time. Well, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home, back to Wade. Wade, everybody in the water. Wade in the water. Children, wade in the water. Well, God's gonna trouble the water. I tell you, God's gonna trouble the water. Last time, God's gonna trouble the water.
Woo! All right, Ysaye Barnwell, that was so amazing. So, gang, that's what we sit around here doing, eating lasagna soup and singing along with Ysaye Barnwell on your basic average Sunday in February. Ysaye, that was so beautiful and
Thank you for
so much
along.
fun. Didn't it actually perk your spirits up a tiny, tiny?
I think it did.
Okay,
I did.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. We just helped Ysaye Barnwell to join into the. Here, hang on one second. I'm going to get to the gallery view. We just helped Ysaye Barnwell to cheer up and join in. Whoops, and we lost our video. We helped Ysaye Barnwell to join in on a happy Sunday. So can we all please give it up for Ysaye Barnwell? That was so super exciting.
Back at you.
We don't usually get to hear Ysaye layered like that because Ysaye's usually singing solo for us. But of course, so many of the songs that Ysaye sings are all about the layers and the harmonies. And in fact, when I've sung here before with Ysaye, she has that famous doom 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 doom. Can you do it? If I do it, it's terrible.
Doom doom boom boom, boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom. Yeah.
And that's the bass line for Woyoya, I think. Is that right? That might be the bass line for Woyoya.
I have a blank.
So as we're over here thinking about blanks, let's think actually to fill in some of those blanks. Like, for example, I called that a partner song. Is that what you call that when you sing?
I've never used that term.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we do them in our community sings, we call them partner songs. We sing, what is it? When the Saints Go Marching In, on top of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. on top of another one that's called I Want to Sing, Sing, Sing. I Want to Dance,
Oh.
Dance, Dance. And they're so beautiful.
Hmm.
And they're really hard to sing alone, right, gang? So
It's really hard to sing more than one alone.
it's
Yes,
really
that
hard
takes
to
a
sing.
lot of talent.
And we think in terms of the isolation and everything that we've all been through, that it's kind of that layering and that harmony and that multi-singing that we really miss. So I hope that you guys enjoyed singing along and picked different parts to sing with, and I'm loving seeing all the smiles. It's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves singing with Ysaye any old time. So Ysaye, you said you were walking along and you heard those 3 songs together. You don't mean that someone was standing around singing them together. You mean you heard them in your head.
Yeah. I do a lot of composing and arranging, and sometimes things just like show up in my head. So, and I think I might have been on my way to a community sing, which hasn't happened the community sings have not happened in a long time because of everything else that's going on and not going on. But I have several of those. I have to try to remember what some of the others are. Mm.
Yeah, there were some of them listed on. If you go to Ysaye's website, which will be in the chat if it's not already, there's a place where you can see the songs that she's written, and it lists those songs that you have layered on top of each other,
Oh,
the
okay.
different versions that you sing.
Oh.
And there's another really great song, you and I've talked about this before, that you sang at the Children's Chorus of Washington Gala. Give Us Power.
Oh God, yeah, but
Oh,
that
I
takes
love
like
that.
6
It
parts.
takes 6 parts, but she taught every single one of the parts, and it's, if you have a head that can hear it, it's a beautiful song because you can hear those layers singing all on top of each other, right? Which is, I think, sort of how your composer head works, right? You hear it in there,
Yeah.
and it's so amazing. So what can you tell us? You know, we're singing for racial justice this week. Can you tell us how those spirituals tie in at all to sort of singing for racial justice?
Well, they are the core of African American music in this country, and every single one of them has some import in terms of how one is either stopped from being able to experience their dignity in reality and having the opportunity to be the person that they are. That is not how we were or why we were as Africans brought to this country. So that was never the intention. But thank God, we have something called music. And we have always, as Africans, documented our lives in the music that we've created. That is really the reason for singing, is to document what happened today, what happened just now, what happened yesterday. How do you teach little children who, can't sit still? How do you teach them to count? How do you teach them the history? How do you narrate for them the story of part of who they are or whoever they are? And it's always in an African format in song. And so music is probably our most valuable means of communication and documenting everything that happens. And you can do that yourselves. And today I baked a cake. Yes, Lord, put in some flour. Yes, you know what I'm saying? To just help you remember or to teach younger children what you're doing and how to move through the world and how to let the world know who they are, which is so important. It's so important. You can sing a song that nobody's ever heard, but when they finish, when you finish, you have offered a vision of something that came through in their minds and that they can possibly remember through the melodies that you've helped them to create or the rhythms that you've helped them to create. So music is one of our most valuable tools as human beings.
That is so beautiful, Ysaye. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So it's you were talking about 2 pieces of music, so the teaching aspect of it and then the memory aspect of it, which I think is such a beautiful way of thinking about it. It both teaches us how to be and then teaches us, to remember who we are and who we become.
And what it is we are singing about. Yeah.
And then we didn't actually talk about this before, but one of your songs that you've sung in this room a bunch of times, Wanting Memories, is so very specifically about music and memories. Can you say anything about that? Where did that come from, or what's the memories it's talking about?
I have a friend who's a choreographer. His name is David Rusev. And I really wasn't writing for any purpose until we met. And he heard something that I was humming or singing. And he said, "Oh, maybe you can write the music for my next ballet." And I'm thinking, yeah, right. But a lot of the songs that I have written have actually come out of the repertoire of dances that I've created music for. Wanting Memories is one of those. There are a number of them that I can't even remember right now, because I haven't put them in that context for a while. But I think if it weren't for David, I'm not sure that I'd be composing or would have been composing in the way that I have. So
That's amazing.
give a little hand up for
Yeah.
David Rusev, and if you ever hear of his dance company, go and see what they're doing.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's give a little hand for Ysaye Barnwell, because as we know, her composer, the composer part of what she does in the world has made such an enormous impact. We had an organization in here with us last week, and you joined us in the room one day, that's commissioning Black composers and doing a whole project for composers from the US, for composers from England. And nearly every one of those composers already has said what an influence you were. And the fact that their whole composing nature is so impacted by what you did, and that you broke ground. You did a lot of,
Thank you.
right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we were talking about closing out with a different song, one that you've sung in here before, and one that we love singing with you, which
one is
We Are.
Oh,
And
okay.
how you feeling?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ysaye.
You ready?
Sure, we're ready.
Everybody ready? Raise your hands if you're ready. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are our grandmother's prayers. We are our grandfather's dreamings, and we are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time, daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We're sisters of mercy, brothers of love, lovers of life, and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth, keepers of faith, makers of peace, and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers. We are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are one. 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 We are one.
Woo! Thank you, Ysaye Barnwell.
Thank you.
What a pleasure to sing with you today. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, Ysaye Barnwell.
Thank you.
Happy enough to know that she can go back to drinking her coffee and eating her lasagna
yes.
soup. Yeah, share your coffee with everyone. So Ysaye, I'm actually gonna, if you guys can all give it up for Ysaye again, I'm gonna scroll through the window so she doesn't always get to see all of you. So we're gonna do a little movement here. Oops, or we hope we are. There we go. There's more people cheering for you. Jim Harkless and Bonnie and Shari and Sue, Mabel and Bob. And who else do we have? Yeah, I see Nashville. I see Michigan. I see Victoria, BC. I see the UK. I see, let's see, another UK. And then Connecticut. And there's Iden with me in Massachusetts. You guys are all so amazing. Thank you so much for cheering for Ysaye and for making Ysaye feel not only just welcome in this room, but such a huge part of this community. Ysaye, I don't know if you remember this, but you sang with us the very first week that we opened this project.
I think I remember that. I don't remember what I sang, but I think I remember that.
You know what? You might have sung Wade in the Water now that I think about it. And
she's nodding yes.
There you go. And it was 678 maybe days ago, which is like,
oh my God,
so crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
That
all right.
is.
Give it up to all of us who've sung in here for 678 days. So I want to thank everybody for joining. Ysaye, do you have any last words of wisdom you want to pass out to everybody.
Find something to sing every day.
That is just about what we do. Changing the world one song at a time. That's what we call it. All right, speaking of passing it on, I'm gonna pass it on to Erin to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you guys so much. And Ysaye, we can't wait to sing with you again sometime soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Bye.
so much, Ysaye. Have an amazing afternoon. Go enjoy your lasagna soup, because honestly, I can't think of anything better than lasagna soup, presumably coming from Joe. So that
I'll
sounds
let you
pretty good to
know.
me. You let me know.
Okay.
And a huge goodbye to everybody here in this room. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday here with us. First of all, everybody, wave goodbye to Facebook Live. Bye, everybody out there on Facebook. We love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for being with us, and be sure to join back in tomorrow.